All right, let's dive into a world of trickery, scams, and one of the most notorious con men of the Wild West, Soapie Smith. Imagine you're in a bustling boomtown, surrounded by fortune seekers.
Yeah, the Wild West, a perfect setting for someone like Soapy, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, a place where dreams were made and broken. But our story starts with young Jefferson Randolph Smith, just a cowhand back in the 1870s, who loses everything to, well, you wouldn't believe it, a simple shell game.
Oh yeah, the infamous shell game, a classic con.
He loses a month's wages at this Texas carnival. And instead of being devastated,
Inspired.
yeah, it's like this light bulb goes off in his head. He
Yeah.
sees the potential, the art of it all.
Like he suddenly realizes this is how the world really works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he goes from cowhand to, well, let's just say student of the con, honing his skills across the West. And that leads us to Leadville, Colorado, and the scam that would make him infamous.
The Soapy scam, right?
You got it. Soapy would set up a display case, all these ordinary soap jars, but some were wrapped with cash.
That's pretty tempting.
Oh, incredibly. 5, 10, even $100 bills hidden inside. You're walking through town, see a crowd, someone unwraps a bar boom, $100. Who wouldn't want in on that action?
It's brilliant, really. It preys on that basic human desire. Everyone wants to strike it rich.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. The real genius he had a plant. Someone in the crowd,
Ah, an accomplice.
pretending to be a customer, wins big, creates this frenzy. Everyone else is thinking, hey, I could be next.
Soapy was a master at manipulating crowd psychology. He knew how to play the game.
But Soapy wasn't satisfied with small-time cons. He had bigger ambitions. He set his sights on Denver, the booming heart of the West.
Denver in the 1880s, ripe with opportunity.
Full of potential marks, he teams up with Doc Baggs, another con man, learns the ropes of running a larger operation.
Soapy, always learning, always looking for the next big score.
Never content to stay in one place too long. But even in this partnership, Soapy wasn't going to play second fiddle forever.
Ambition like that, it's hard to contain.
He understood that to build an empire, he needed to diversify. He branched out rigged card games, fake lotteries, even phony stock certificates.
Like a businessman diversifying his portfolio, except, well, his business was crime.
You could say that. He was a true criminal entrepreneur. He even set up legitimate businesses.
Fronts for his other activity.
Oh, absolutely. One of his most audacious schemes involved a ticket office right across from the Denver train station. Customers would flock to it, lured by.
Cheap tickets, too good to be true kind of deals.
That's Soapy's signature, isn't it? But there was always a catch. What was it this time?
Well, the ticket agent was always conveniently out. But hey, while you wait, why not play some games of chance?
Oh, I can see where this is going. And those games were
Rigged, of course.
naturally. Customers get anxious about missing their trains. They lose their money, never get those tickets. Soapy was a master manipulator. But how did he operate so openly? Didn't the law ever catch up to him?
Soapy was smart. He knew how to play the game, not just the con game, but the game of power. He bribed officials, police, anyone who could keep him protected.
He built a network of influence, made himself untouchable. It's amazing how long he managed to pull it off.
But even the most elaborate schemes can unravel. In Soapy's case, it was politics that ultimately brought him down.
Politics? How so?
A new government came into power in Colorado. Reformers, determined to clean up corruption, Soapy's allies in government were ousted. His protection vanished.
So even Soapy Smith, a master manipulator, couldn't control the shifting tides of politics. He needed a new playground.
A new frontier.
And he found it in the midst of the Klondike Gold Rush.
Skagway, Alaska, a wild, lawless town, perfect for someone like Soapy.
Yes, Soapy saw an opportunity amidst the chaos, but Skagway would prove to be a much tougher challenge than Denver. And that, my friend, is where we'll pick up next time.
All right, so we're in Skagway now, 1898. The Klondike Gold Rush is in full swing. Imagine the chaos.
A town full of prospectors, fortune seekers, and a few, shall we say, less than honest folks.
Oh, plenty of those. And Soapy, he sees an opportunity, just like he did back in Denver.
Does he stick to his old tricks? Or does Skagway demand a new approach?
He's got to adapt, of course. He still runs his rigged games. Those never go out of style.
The classics.
But he realizes he can do more. He starts opening businesses, saloons, hotels.
So he's trying to blend in with the legitimate businessmen.
Exactly. It's a clever move. It gives him respectability, a way to rub elbows with the town's elite, build influence.
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
You could say that. He even forms his own fire brigade.
A fire brigade. Now that seems, well, actually helpful.
It was. But it also gave him control over the town's water supply, a pretty powerful asset.
Especially in a town built mostly of wood.
Mhm.
I see what you mean. A subtle way to exert control.
Soapy always thinking a few steps ahead. But this new, respectable facade wouldn't last forever.
There's always a crack in the armor, right? What brings it down this time?
There's an incident, a rather nasty one, at Soapy's People's Theater.
This is the one where a customer claims he's been robbed and maybe even poisoned,
Right,
right?
that's the one. This guy, Andy McGrath, he's convinced Soapy's men are behind it. He demands justice.
He even calls in the U.S. Marshal.
Things get out of hand. A shootout erupts.
And both the Marshal and McGrath end up dead. What a mess.
It was. The bartender, linked to Soapy's gang, gets accused of the shootings. Skagway is in an uproar.
I bet. How does Soapie handle this PR nightmare?
He tries to spin it, offers condolences to the marshal's widow, even raises money for her.
Playing the Good Samaritan. But I'm guessing he was also working behind the scenes.
Oh, absolutely. He uses his influence to protect his men. But people are starting to see through the charade.
His grip on Skagway is slipping.
Enter the Committee of 101.
Ah, the famous Committee of 101. Tell us about them.
They were basically a group of prominent Skagway citizens, businessmen, civic leaders.
The upstanding folks who wanted to bring order to this chaotic town.
They were tired of Soapy's lawlessness, his grip on Skagway. They were determined to bring him down.
So a clash of titans. The con man versus the reformers.
It all came to a head with a robbery, a blatant act of defiance by Soapy's gang. They robbed a prospector in broad daylight, stole over $2,600 in gold.
That's quite a haul. Did Soapie overestimate his power?
It seems that way. The Committee of 101, they'd had enough. They demanded the gold back.
And I'll pay him.
But Soapy, he refused.
He refused. Why would he do that?
Hard to say. Pride, maybe? Or perhaps he still believed he could outsmart them.
So, the stage is set for this final showdown.
It all went down on the Skagway Wharf.
This is it, the climax of Soapie's story. Tell us what happened.
Soapy, armed with a rifle, walks toward the wharf where the committee is meeting.
Sounds like he was marching into a trap.
It does, doesn't it? We'll never know for sure what he was thinking.
Was he trying to intimidate them, negotiate, or was it a desperate last stand?
The committee, they were ready for him. Shots are fired.
Chaos erupts.
Frank Reed, one of the guards, a city engineer, he's fatally wounded.
And Soapie,
He's shot through the heart, dead on the spot.
the man who built an empire on deception, outwitted countless foes, finally meets his end.
It's a fitting end, don't you think?
It's certainly dramatic. Soapie Smith, the legendary con man, brought down not by the law, but by a group of citizens.
It shows that even in the Wild West, there are limits to what people would tolerate.
Soapie's story is a reminder that even the most cunning schemes, the most elaborate facades, can crumble.
In the end, actions have consequences.
So we've seen Soapie's rise and fall in the Wild West. But it makes you wonder, could someone like him, with all his tricks and schemes, exist today?
That's an interesting thought, isn't it? I mean, the Wild West, it had this reputation for lawlessness.
Yeah, like anything goes. But are we really that different now? I mean, think about it. We have scams everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. They're just, well, more sophisticated now, aren't they?
Exactly. Instead of rigged card games, it's phishing emails and online schemes.
All these promises of easy money, get-rich-quick schemes.
They prey on the same desires Soapie exploited, the fear of missing out, the hope of striking it rich.
And people still fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. It's like human nature hasn't changed that much, you know?
So in a way, Soapie's story is kind of a cautionary tale, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Even though it's set in the past, it's relevant today. It teaches us to be wary.
To be skeptical, to question those promises that sound too good to be true.
Because often they are. And the digital age, it's made it even easier for scammers to operate.
They can reach so many people so quickly, it's mind-boggling.
So studying someone like Soapie, it can help us, you know, make us more aware.
More discerning, more cautious. It's like understanding those old cons can help us spot the new ones.
Exactly. It's all about recognizing the patterns, the tactics, the manipulation.
So Soapie Smith, the con man of the Wild West, he can teach us a thing or two about navigating the modern world.
He can, in a roundabout way. It's a strange thought, but there you have it.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into Soapie's world.
A fascinating world, full of deception and intrigue.
It certainly is. So thank you for joining us on this journey through the Wild West and its most notorious con man.
And remember, stay vigilant out there.
Absolutely. The world may have changed, but the con game, it's still going strong. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into another captivating chapter of history. Until then, stay curious, and most importantly, stay skeptical.